The material presented in this lesson is intended for all pre-licensed students: life, health, property, casualty, and personal lines insurance. Other areas of the course have been highly conceptual and presented you with an if this, then what type of question on the exam. For instance, you may see something like this on the test. If an insured cancels their policy and has paid an entire year of premium in advance, what actions may the carrier take? These types of questions require the student to understand the processes involved with the content. Instead, this lesson concentrates on terminology and definitions, which are presented on the exam within questions like, a domestic insurer would be best defined as which of the following? Or, a producer wishes to sell for a non-admitted insurer. What type of license would have to be obtained? We'll start out with the terms commonly used in the industry that will likely be part of your everyday language. In looking at concerns such as risk management concepts, it's important to know the terminology. For example, the term indemnification means to place a person in the same approximate financial condition as they were before the loss, or to make the insured whole again. The principle of indemnification doesn't allow the insured to profit due to loss, which is just as important as the definition itself. Other important terms and their application will be explored, like exposure, loss, peril, or hazard. As an example, the term hazard could have a question for each of the three different types: physical, moral, and morale. So it's not only important to know what a hazard is, but also the different types as well. And how does a carrier handle risk? What are the elements that make a risk insurable? What kind of data and statistics do insurance companies use to analyze losses, and how much premium to charge? These are important areas. They control not only how insurers determine whether a risk is insurable, but assist in calculating a carrier's potential losses and profitability. The lesson continues with a look at different types of insurers, the markets to which they apply, and license requirements for each type. The course includes information on Lloyd's of London, which was really the start of modern insurance. Producers have a lot of responsibilities, especially when it comes to protecting the carrier and the insured. An interesting piece of the puzzle details the law of agency. This defines who you actually work for, the client, or the insurance company, or both. We discuss how important it is for both legal and ethical reasons to take care of the obligations you have toward your clients and your carriers. The lesson concludes with a deep look at how legal interpretations have affected the insurance industry. We review how certain insurance provisions have been tested in the courts and how statements made on insurance applications are viewed legally. Then we'll examine insurance fraud and what is known as waiver and estoppel. Here we go.